Hey, what's going on, everybody? Here, welcome to another American Truck Sim video. I'm FGG Full Tilt Gaming, and thanks for joining us today. I've actually got a really nice video for you today. So today's all about new road connections. This is all going to be 135 update stuff. So we are literally going to kind of break apart where all the new roads are going, what cities are being connected, what regions it's going to be, and there's also a very nice, awesome, old school directional signage thing that I'm gonna talk about here at the end of the video that I'm really actually personally excited about, because I'm actually talking about it quite a bit, live streams and videos, just being able to see. Anyway, I'm gonna go ruin it too quick here. So before you get started here, make sure you hit that like, make sure you subscribe if you haven't done that already. If you have, then thumbs up. Thanks for coming and checking out the video. Don't forget to like it then. So anyway, let's jump into it. New road connections. Let's look at some of what we got here. So Oregon is getting probably the best. California is getting some updates in the forms of new garages, a few new stops along the way, like rest stops, a new garage, and so there's one other thing. We'll get to it. Farmington is also getting, which is northern Arizona. They'll get one there, and Yuma's in like the very southeast of Cali. But there's getting about 2 or 3 more roads here in Oregon. So let's check them out. And then we'll look through some pictures of some of this. You can kind of get an idea for where these are. So Oregon 58 is going to connect Eugene and Bend. So you can see in here, so you're going to have, it tracks the Salt Creek River, which is pretty slick. So you'll be able to follow the river. It leads you down into Odell Lake, which is going to be modeled in between. Far behind it in the line, you'll see the majestic Diamond Peak, which is sweet. We got to see all this new, like, actual landscape stuff coming in, which is the highest mount, yada, yada, yada. Willamette Pass Ski Resort. Fortunately, we'll be driving and not able to take in the scenic ski resort. But anyway, Bend, wait a minute, Eugene to Bend. So right now, and this has always been like my, it's always been like my pet peeve when it relates to, like, especially detours in Oregon. The rest of the cities you can kind of get away with here, but when you get like, especially up here in Oregon, once you get an area up here that has gotten, well, you can see how most of my tracks have all been north and south. Mainly because I will get around those detours if I have to. Because if you get a detour in Eugene, guess what? You'll have to go all the way down past Hornbrook just to come back up, if that's the way they actually send you. And it depends on how 5 is and whether there's a way to kind of like cheat, turn yourself around. If not, you're literally going to have to go south all the way into Cali and then all the way back up, depending on which direction you're traveling and what the GPS is that you can do, unless she's going to break the rules and drive down the wrong side of the road, which typically you're not even going to be able to make that. Especially on Truckers MP, absolute disaster. So cool thing is they are bringing in some new roads. So Eugene will connect in here to Bend, which will give you another, another lateral road in Oregon, which we actually kind of desperately need. So that's Oregon 58. That's coming in. So next one is going to have Oregon Highway 140. So this one's actually going to connect us from Medford to Winnemucca. So they did say it will take us through Klamath Falls, and then it will take us south across the 395 into Winnemucca. So that'll be another kind of a diagonal shot there from Medford down. There'll be plenty of places to jump off depending on where you're going, but at least this way you don't either have to go all the way down, come all the way back into Klamath, ride the 299 around Lakeview and then all the way back down. I mean, it's just a long way. So it's cool to have a nice connector road in there. So that's the one that they're actually going to have the final part of that 140, which will be nice. So you see we've already got some of this in here, but I'm not exactly sure if they're going to connect the 140. My view is they're going to connect it right into Klamath Falls, and then they're redoing parts of this. So that 140 there is going to get a nice update into Winnemucca. So anyway, so this is going to follow you through. They even got this here. The new road is going to take it past the Great Upper Klamath Lake, which is obviously we said that, and through deep woods of Fremont Winema National Forest. So that's cool. The last but not least here is California 299. So this is going to come down from Redding directly to Canby, while passing through a small town of Bernie along the way. So my assumption is this is going to be new. I don't believe Canby obviously does not exist on our map. If it does, I don't know where it is. But anyway, it's going to go somewhere. Yeah, I have no idea. So we're going to see exactly where it goes. It's California from Redding directly to Canby. So wherever Canby is where the new road's going to be. And it's going to go through another small town called Bernie. So Yeah, okay. All right, so we're going to have two other ones as well. Farmington and Yuma are also getting a new garage, truck dealers, brand new truck stops. Truck stops are always good. You say, well, that's not really all that big of a deal. It is if your trucker's MP. It makes those areas viable to stop, especially with large convoys. So, yeah, just a couple little details. They are adding in some on the base game. Now, here's the really cool one. This is what I'm really kind of excited about. So let's go ahead and let's look through. So here's a couple here. Now, this is going to be the Oregon 58. Because this one's going down by the Odell Lake. And then the next one you'll see. Wait a minute. There it is. Nope. There it is. So that was, I think, the one that's the original 40 that's coming there. We're talking about driving through the mountains, through the Diamond Pass or the Diamond Peak, and it was tracking the river. So I think that's the river that it's tracking. So this is a good shot here of this nice. It looks to be like a really nice climb, a nice neither descent or ascent, depending on which way you're going. And obviously right here's the 140. So this is coming out of Medford, going down to Winnemucca. So this is going to be the final part to that connection. And then I think these are Odell Lake and some of these first ones here. And then you'll see as we get into probably California, this is the truck stops. It doesn't say whether or not this is the Farmington one or the Arizona one, but I guess you'd have to see that one right there. It's probably, that's the 5, so that would be California. So this might be a connector, new truck stop there from Redding to Bernie or wherever that's going. So anyway, you kind of see what I'm going on here. Just trying to deductive reasoning here. So obviously this is the one in Arizona, going west here to Phoenix. All right, so anyway, here's the new one that I like. So these images right here are part of something that they say is what they have redone. Part of what they have redone is 135 update is going to bring a whole new road signage rework. So Arizona's roads, which Arizona was like the first free DLC area that ATS got, is getting the first complete redo of signage. So all of your interstate highway signs and stuff have all been redesigned and redone to make old school trucking a little bit more passable in Arizona. Now, they have not gotten to Nevada or California, so those will all exist to be the exact same way. But I'm almost kind of like tempted to like say it might be even plausible now, at least on the Arizona side, to be able to do some trucking actually knowing where you're going, and rather than always just following the red line on the GPS. Sometimes it's tough because you really can't see, but I would love to see something baseline. I mean, if it's a website or anything else that would bring into light the ability to be able to actually form up your own thing, keep up with the mileage and trip counters to know how much between each stop. It's kind of like the old original MapQuest. I know everyone uses that now, but I'm like, oh man, that would be so cool to kind of use the original road signage, kind of do the old school thing. So anyway, that's just kind of one of my weird things I thought would be cool. But anyway, so that's all 135. That's all free update stuff. So this really has nothing to do with the Washington DLC. They did release some pictures, but it was more like just landscape pictures and more basically just some teaser pics. So I thought the 135 update here was way more invested into really having some serious info in it for those guys that are looking for, especially what's going to be in the new free 135 update for ATS. Now, just very quickly on the back end, excuse me, ETS is getting a couple new roads as well. A couple new rural roads in France. One of them's going to be in the base map, and the other one's going to be in Vive la France. But they're also getting trailers, so ETS and ATS are both going to get this 135 update within relative close timing to one another. Whether or not it's going to be open, you'll be able to test any of this stuff, or they're just going to roll it out there, I really have no idea. I guess we'll just have to kind of wait to see what they do on that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I mean, it's really it. So just kind of my thoughts and just a little bit of my excitement here, as I'm always excited when new areas when new areas and new roads and new DLCs, trucks and trailers and stuff come up, because that means just really it makes the game a little bit more robust as it is. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, don't forget to sub, and as soon as more blog information hits up on the forums or we get some discussion started here, I'll be hopefully the first to bring you guys some new info. And even if you kind of knew this stuff, I hope you enjoy the presentation of all the new roads, new areas, new landscapes, and everything that's coming as Washington DLC gets ready to drop, as well as 135. So anyway, guys, I'll see you here in the next video, guys. We'll see you. Peace.